engineers and for the regional directors. The department is collecting those data. And of course, the regional offices and the district engineering offices submitted coordinates do sa PCMA po in accordance with the Survey 123. Yan po yung ano namin kasi these were actual project construction po na ginagawa. So yan po yung nare-record namin. Only to find out later that the submitted data po sa PMS was MIPS data. MIPS, yun po yun. Yung MIPS data po, yung sinasabi po ni Yusek Visnar. Tapos po, I kept on, because I was on leave on that time, so I was talking with my regional directors.
Kindly elaborate, ano ba yung tawag yung mixed data? Ano yun?
Multi-year...
Mixed or mixed?
MIPS po. MIPS.
MIPS, sorry.
Opo, sir. Opo, sir. Sorry po. So, yun po yung dinidiscuss ni Yusek Visnar kanina. So, I talked to my regional directors and district engineers about it, and I told them to tell to the secretary na bakit ganun, na bakit naman yung nasubmit po na datos ay ang MIPS data, eh, hindi naman po yun yung actual project construction. I mean, if we are trying to find out, of course, yung mga flood control projects, malaki po ang diferensya niyan doon po sa datos ng planning. Kasi minsan po sa loob po ng isang taon, nagbabago po ang linya ng ating mga ilog eh. So yun po, kailangang maging sakto. And I kept on saying na hindi pwedeng mabigyan ng maling coordinates. Kailangan makita natin yung actual bago natin ma-inspection po at makita talaga kung ano talaga yung existence ng projects. That is why, noon po una rin ako nagkondito, sinabi na banggit ko na rin po yun noon dito nung na-invite niyo po ako nung first time. So, ang akin po, ala naman po akong ano doon sa kung it was wrongfully submitted or may intention. Basta ang akin lamang po sana po while the data was submitted only to the PMS, bakit po may mga naiwan naman pong mga tao doon na bakit po hindi kinorek? During the time ay pinasabihan ko po na yung po actually, meron pa po mga tao ngayon na nandoon, including the QAU, who were, I think, some of those QAU members were also contributors to the inspection. I mean, sila rin po nag-verify noon eh. Bakit di po nila sinabi na mali po yung ano? Dahil ang nabigay pong data doon sa nag-inspection, MIPS data rin po. Nung una po na, I think nung naggawa po si Secretary Manny Bonoan ng mga mag-inspection, ang nagbigay po ng data from planning, yung pong MIPS data rin po ang binigay. So sabi ko, talagang maraming makikitang ghost projects dito at hindi ma-verify talaga yung actual project na nagawa po. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Secretary Bonoan, you may respond.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Honor. Let me backtrack a little bit, Your Honor, on the submission of the projects that we submitted to the Office of the President. See, as directed by the President during his SONA, he directed actually the Department of Public Works and Highways to submit at the earliest possible time the list of completed projects, flood control projects from July of 2022 up to May of 2025. So with that, we had very little time actually to go through all the data. And on August 4 of 2025, we submitted the list of projects numbering, I think, about 9,856. 9,856, but there was a correction of one project, so it became 9,855 projects. Truth of the matter is, because of the time constraint that we have to submit, I instructed the late Undersecretary Cabral to collate the information that we need to submit to the Office of the President. And because the Planning Service has a record of projects that had been completed already, Mr. Chair, under the MIPS, the This is what has been deliberated on. This is the multi-year program scheduling. And MIPS coordinates, for that matter, Mr. Chairman, is actually a locational MIPS. It's only a locational MIPS. There is a difference between a locational MIPS and a coordinate of what as stake. The as stake coordinates is the basis for the contract. Depending on the situation on field, the
Ito yung linear distance, sinasabi ninyo.
the as stake, yes, that is already the coordinates for the contract in itself, Mr. Chair. But nevertheless, what we are saying is actually, aside from coordinates that we are talking about, there are many informations that we have already also submitted to the Office of the President with regard to the projects that we have submitted. We have submitted where the project is, which agency or district office, the name of the projects, the same project that would have appeared in the General Appropriations Act, the name of the contractor, the date, the amount of contract, the amount of bid, the amount of program of work, and the date started, the date of completion. So all this information has been included in the submission to the Office of the President, Mr. Chair. So the coordinates is just one of the data that is included. So there are many other data that you can validate actually the existence of the contract in itself. In fact, Mr. Chair, when we submitted this in August 4 of 2024, I know that there has been some differences between the MIPS coordinates and the as-stake plans, and therefore, immediately after we submitted it to the Office of the President, I immediately sent validation teams actually for the purpose of getting present absent status of the 9,855 projects. And in a week's time, there were reports already that were coming to my office, to the office. And it is only in Region 3 that furnished me a copy of possible potential ghost projects. And well, true enough that when I received this report, there are no other. By the way, Mr. Chair, there were no other regions that furnished me a or informed me of any other ghost project at that time. So, right then and there, I went to validate myself actually where these ghost projects are in Bulacan First Engineering District, so to speak. And true enough, collaboration with members of the officials of that district and the regions, I found out that there had been some ghost projects in that area. And immediately, Mr. Chair, after my validation, I went to the President, and I was the one who personally reported to him actually the potential ghost projects at that time. Let me also clarify, Mr. Chair, that my statement to the President is that I hope, Mr. President, that this is an isolated case because there has not been any other report that reached me, including in Bulacan area, where there are 3 engineering districts. And if it would have been a pattern actually in that district, then you can imagine there's only one that has reported the presence of ghost projects. And so the President told me to start investigating the ghost projects. Immediately thereafter, Mr. Chair, I relieved all the personnel of Bulacan First Engineering District, and we started to undertake the investigations. But thereafter, during the investigations, including COA and everything, then I resigned in September 1, Your Honor. So that's the whole story. So there is actually a difference between MIPS coordinates and as-stake plan coordinates, Mr. Chair. Admittedly, I think, if I remember right, I also discussed this a little bit with the President when I reported actually where the ghost projects are. Because I think what has been submitted are coordinates of already completed projects before. So there are some differences, Mr. Chair.
We'll now proceed to the priority list based on the order of arrival of the members of the committee. Let's start with Senator Erwin Tulfo, followed by the Senate President, then Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Ejercito, Senator Gatchalian. Kasi hindi naman tayo masyado marami, we'll give you 15 minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just like to direct my question to former Secretary Bonoan. Nung kausap niyo ho ang Pangulo, nung pinabigyan, hiningan po kayo ng report about sa Ghost Project, natunugan niyo na ho na may mga problema na ganito po, yung mga coordinates, or wala kayong idea because you relied only on the information submitted to you by the district's engineers and regional directors. Then that's the report that you gave to the President. Kaya inanunsyo ng Pangulo na napakarami mga ghost project. Is this correct?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, of course, I relied on the data that was generated by our people in the department, especially the office of the late Undersecretary Cathy Cabral, especially the initial, the submitted data are actually from the consolidated data by the late Undersecretary Cabral. So, nandun po yung mga MIPS data. And I think, ang ano lang na Presidente nung nag-usap kami is actually the only potential ghost projects that I reported to him are those projects that were reported to me dito sa may Bulacan First Engineering District. Wala na pong iba.
Have you informed the President na magkaiba yung MIPS coordinates at saka dun sa actual coordinates? Did you explain it to him?
Yes, I think in our conversations, I told the President that some of these are locational, the MIPS are locational coordinates. But there is actually what we have as-stake coordinates, which is the basis of the contract in itself. But having said that, I assured that the President that it's still in the same area, yung project na yan. It's still in the same area. It cannot be in any other area, Mr. Chair. Because yung gagawin na yung kontrata, I think depende depende dun sa situation on the field that would warrant on the technical assessment on the field. This is where they're going to put up the as-stake project.
All right, thank you, former Secretary Bonoan. Let me go now to Yusek Bisnar. Yusek Bisnar, when you found out na meron po mga ganitong mga inconsistencies, meron pong problema tayo sa mga coordinates, na-inform po ba ang palasyo na, Mr. President, na-inform po ba ang Secretary Vince Dizon na may problema po tayo, na may mga ghost project, na hindi naman talaga ghost, pero nagawa naman pala, nasa ibang lugar lang. Were they informed, the Secretary and the President?
Si Secretary po na-inform na and pina-finalize lang po yung report para po mapadala sa PMS and para po makorek yung sumbong sa Pangulo website, Your Honor.
Ilan po sa tingin ninyo right now ang ika nga na wrong ang naibigay na coordinates? Kasi, Mr. Undersecretary, ang dami pong kinasuhan, ang dami pong contractor, ang dami pong mga opisyal ng Public Works and Highways na kinasuhan, kung ginawa naman po ang project, yun po yung tanong natin. It's kind of unfair saying na ghost itong project. Lahat tuloy ng buong Pilipinas, ang tingin tuloy lahat ng projects ng DPWH last year are ghost projects. And when in fact, nandiyan naman pala, nagkamali lang ng ika nga pwesto. Dito pala sinasabi, wala dito, yung pala 1.2 kilometers or 1.9 kilometers, nandoon pala yung actual project na ano ang action ang ginawa ho ninyo to rectify this. Hindi po maliit na problema ito, malaking problema po ito. Mr. Undersecretary, marami ho nakakulong ngayon. May mga ngayon pinapasampina, katakot-takot na sampinang inisyu ngayon ng Department of Justice para sagutin ng mga taong ito. What have you done so far?
Can I
Go
answer
ahead,
po?
Yusek Bernabe.
Mr. Chair, just to set the record straight po, no, yun po mga naging subject of cases pending na before the Ombudsman or Sandigan Bayan. Ito po ay talaga mga ghost projects po. So aside from the issue na meron nga po mga wrong coordinates, meron pa rin po talagang ghost projects.
So, are you telling me, is this the reason why, bakit nadidelay tayo? Dahil ito ba ang reason na dinodouble check ninyo kaya wala pa na issue ng mga warrants of arrest sa ilang mga opisyal? Because of this, you want to double check it?
Correct, Mr. Chair. No? Kaya po medyo it takes time to validate kasi nga po hindi porket yung initial validation done by the field na wala doon sa MIPS coordinates, we have to verify po kung wala po talagang nagawa. So that's why ito pong 421, it took us time to validate all these sites po to ensure na kapag po may kakasuhan for ghost, talaga pong ghost project.
You said 421, di ba ilang libo po yung nabanggit na Pangulo na sa report niya ang ghost project? Are you saying itong 421 pala na validate ninyo na correctly na talagang ghost?
Mr. Chair, yes po. Ito po yung listahan ng ICI. ICI po kasi talaga yung may initiative on this and we are just rendering them technical support po. Pero po yung 421 pa due po of course to limited manpower. Yun po ang kanila munang inuuna and then afterwards po they will expand further doon po sa ibang mga suspected
So
ghosts.
ongoing po ang inyong pag-check ngayon, pag-validate kung talagang ghost or ika nga nasa ibang pwesto lang, nasa ibang lugar lang na ilagay yung project or ilang meters ang layo or ilang kilometro ang layo doon sa MIPS coordinates.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Ilan pa po ang i-validate ho natin?
We will defer po to the ICI to give us po yung schedule and to render the final report. But as we speak po, we understand that the 421 malapit na pong ma-finalize yung first batch po na yun.
All right, thank you. Secretary Vida, DOJ, ano ang ginagawa ho ninyo ngayon? Kasi hindi ho kaya ang problema dito dahil mali po may mga narinig po natin sa DPWH na may mga wrong coordinates. Pina-check po sa NBI teams natin, AFP, PNP. Wala yung project pero move lang pala ng 1 to 2 kilometers away doon sa actual site na sinasabing dapat kasi MIPS coordinates pala yon, hindi talaga actual coordinates. Meron po ba kayong ginagawang counter-checking also, not just relying sa ICI, kundi mismong mga tao to make sure? Kasi nga naman po, marami ho tayong kakasuhan, marami ho tayong bibigyan ng warrant of arrest. What have you been doing so far dito po sa DOJ to make sure po na pabibigyan po ng hustisya ang lahat?
Maraming salamat po, Senator. Sa kasalukuyan po, 14 po yung projects na identified na ng Department of Justice sa pamamagitan po ng pagkalap ng iba't ibang pirasong ebidensya, pira-pirasong ebidensya. Kaya po ito po yung nakasalang na. 14 po na projects na sa amin pong, kami po ay kumbinsido na ghost projects. Ito po ay hinugot dun sa unang listahan po na 421. Dun sa iba po na 421 projects, hindi pa po kami kumbinsido na ghost projects sila at patuloy po kami nagkakalap ng iba't ibang ebidensya para masigurado siyang ghost project. Pero sa kasalukuyan po, tulad po yung sa 14 na yun po, yung 2 po nun, kasalang na po sa Sandigan Bayan. Yung, so 14, 2, yung 12, nakasalang po yung sa isa pong batch, yung involved po yung Sims Construction Trading, may 3 kaso din po yun. Nakagayak na po na maglabas ang DOJ ng resolution para ipasa sa Office of the Ombudsman para timbangin kung ito'y aaproba ng Office of the Ombudsman. Sumunod po, may 6 na project din po na involved po ang Wawaw Construction at Top Notch Catalyst Builders na ito rin po ay tinuturing naming ghost projects. Ito po ay nakasalang pa ho sa PI, Preliminary Investigation. Tapos may 3 pa hong high-value cases na involving ang kinaso naman po na nakasalang na PI ay plunder po. Para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang PI po ay Preliminary Investigation. Ito po yung proseso bago po magsampa ng information ang Office of the Ombudsman sa korte, either sa Sandigan Bayan o di kaya ay sa Regional Trial Court.
Mr. Secretary, so naka-PI yung iba kaya wala pa mga warrant of arrest, pero are we expecting or are we going to expect na may mga warrants of arrest ilalabas soon to some officials pretty soon at talaga ito ay final na po na talagang napatunayan na ito ay mga ghost projects, Mr. Secretary?
Mr. Senator, opo, umaasa po kami. Tulad po ng mga una ho namin pahayag, ang paglalabas po ng arrest warrant ay isang judicial function. So ayaw po namin pangunahan ng korte ang Sandigan Bayan, pero kami po ay kumbinsido na pag nagsalang po kami ng information na inapruban ni Ombudsman, ito po ay makakatindig sa pag-aaral ng husgado para po ma-issuehan ng arrest warrant.
Thank you. Let me get back to Yusek Bisnar. 421 cases, 14 pa lang po ang kumbinsido kayo na ghost project. 1,000 po yung na-file sa sumbong sa Pangulo. Kailan ho tayo matatapos nito? Baka tapos na po ang administrasyon na ito, itong mga kaso sa flood control, hindi pa natatapos, Undersecretary.
Yun po talaga ang magiging sitwasyon natin po. Kasi as of today po, out of the 30,000 flood control projects from 2016 to 2025, out of the 30,000 flood control projects po from 2016 to 2025, ang na-inspect na po ng AFP, PNP is 10,238. Dahil po dito sa development po na to na most likely maling location ang napuntahan nila, then we have to restart over. Dito po sa 10,000 na validate nila, ang dineclare po nilang non-existent ngayon po is 252. So babalikan na naman po natin tong 252 na to or yung mga projects dito na hindi po kasama dyan sa 416, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, ang tanong ho natin kasi habang tumatagal po ito, magkakaroon ng idea yung mga tao na baka may tinatakpan ho tayo sa sobrang tagal. And I'm sure you've heard of the words or phrase na justice delayed is justice denied. Sa sobrang tagal po nito, ika nga, baka may mga maabswelto, magkaaregluhan, dahil sa sobrang bagal ho. Are you satisfied or with this investigation going on sa baba ninyo?
Your Honor, I would like to reiterate po yung nasabi na rin ni Yusek Bernabe kanina na ang DPWH po at this point is supporting yung effort po ng ICI which is mandated na siya pong mag-lead ng investigation, Your Honor.
Yusek, Secretary Vida, kayo ho ba satisfied kayo dito sa 421, 14 pa lang po ang sigurado na ghost project. Meron po tayong 30,000 plus na suspected ghost project.
Opo.
Baka tapos na ho yung termino ng administrasyon na ito. Ongoing pa ho investigation. Baka paano ko sa susunod administrasyon, hindi na po pag-uusapan ito. Di marami pong makakawala, marami pong malilibre, Mr. Chair.
Opo. Mr. Senator, if I may suggest po, sana po ang DPWH at iba pa hong mga katulong ng DPWH sa pagbe-validate, maglabas na rin ng datos kung yung libo-libo hubang project, alin yung talagang hindi na ghost project. Para humalimit ho natin yung universe. Tulad po yung nabanggit po kanina ni Secretary Bunoan, malaking input po sa amin yon. Na sa mga initial report sa kanya, lumalabas sa Region 3 lang. Diba? Yung mga unang bahagi. Para po mapaliit natin, para hindi ho tayo balik na balik sa libo-libo, kung makakapaglabas na ho ang ating mga kapatid sa kagawaran ng DPWH na, alimbawa po, 10,000, 9,800 dyan, sigurado na kami hindi ghost project. Di lumiit na po yung ating universe. Kasi limitado po ang resources ng government. Limitado rin po ang oras natin sa pag-asa ng ating mga kababayan na magkaroon nga ho ng solusyon. So what ang suggestion po ng inyong lingkod ay para mapaliit po natin. Let's if talaga pong validated na hindi siya ghost project, makapaglabas ho ng datos na hindi na talaga ghost project yun. Para makapag-concentrate po tayo sa case build-up dun sa talagang tinuturing nating ghost projects.
So kayo din, Mr. Chair, ay nababagalan sa pangyayaring ito? Kayo po sa Department of Justice?
Hindi naman po nababagalan. At batid po namin ang iba yung pagkilos po ng mga kapatid natin mula sa DPWH. Baka lang po yung idea na nailulutang sa publiko ay libo-libo pa ring project, pero batid na naman po sa datos na nakita na yung 9,000 mahigit ay hindi talaga ghost project. So aminin na natin sa publiko kung talagang hindi ghost project yun. Mag-concentrate na tayo ho para ho matumbok na ho natin kung sino yung dapat kasuhan, makapag-case build up, makapag-ipon na po tayo ng iba't ibang ebidensya pa.
Tama po yun, Mr. Chair, and I agree with the Secretary of Justice, siguro, Department of Public Works and Highways, if you can submit a report kahit sa kanila lang muna na ito, we believe na hindi ito ghost project, ito ay ghost project. Kasi kawawa ho eh, ang dami hong nag-aantay, ang dami hong nakalagay sa media, nag-aantay na sabpina, napadalhan ng mga sabpina, pero wala pa rin pala because of that. Siyempre, kailangan natin siguro bilisan ho natin kasi ang taong bayan po ay nag-aantay din. Tingin tuloy baka hinuhokus-pokus na ng pamahalaan ng administrasyon na ito at maraming i-absuelto, may delay pala tayo sa investigasyon.
Mr. Chair, we will comply po, no? Mr. Chair, for information ng po of the body also, as of date, we have already filed cases against 87 individuals. And habang po kami ay tumutuloy ng investigasyon, kapag po meron kami makita na substandard or ghost, we will continue to file cases po, no? Hanggang po kami ay tuloy-tuloy po itong aming investigasyon po.
Okay, it seems po na hindi reliable ang MIPS coordinates at there are certain inconsistencies. Moving forward po, ano ang reforms ngayon ng DPWH para ma-ensure na isa na lang po ang coordinates ng MIPS at PCMA? Kasi po parang medyo magulo eh. I mean, meron tayong MIPS, merong ika nga para sa PCMA. Ano ho ba talaga? May paliwanag si Yusek Bisnar kasi nababago yung contour, yung ilog. Pero hindi ba pwedeng isa na lamang na coordinates? Kasi magulo ito. Through MIPS, we identify the project. Through PCMA, we monitor the project. So hindi ho ata tama na magkaiba ang coordinates sa MIPS at PCMA. Will you agree with me?
Mr. Chair, sobrang agree po kami dyan, no? Tamang-tama po yung inyong sinabi. Kaya nga po meron po kami mga reforma ngayon to to implement itong mga bagong systems, to improve the systems. In fact, meron nga po kaming foreign assisted project to reform this application para nga po isa na lang ang coordinates na gamit po natin. This on top po ng aming nilaunch na transparency portal. Moving forward po, we also intend to have satellite images to monitor po ang aming mga proyekto para nga po to lessen the human intervention.
Kasi Yusek Bernabe, habang may mga gray areas tayo na ganito, yung mga malilikot ang isip, nakakapag-isip ng how to make money because there's a gray area, dala-dalawa po yung ika nga coordinates natin. Pero kung iisa lamang po ito, wala hong kawala, di po ba?
Tama po kayo, Mr. Chair.
Mr. President, just
Go ahead.
this is just a request for submission very quickly. Yusek Bernabe, nabanggit nyo yung nagsampa na kayo ng ilang kaso for ghost and substandard. Baka pwedeng isubmite sa ating komite kasi pinag-uusapan kanina ghost eh. Pero meron ding maliwanag na substandard. Which means therefore na hindi rin compliant at maaring ang dahil kulang sa budget dahil kinurakot naging substandard, hindi ba? So if he can submit to the committee the list of cases involving substandard projects and involving ghost projects. For the
We will
record.
comply, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Yes, going back to Secretary Yusek Bernabe, naitanong ko kanina ng ating chairman kung ito po bang wrong coordinates na ito was deliberate, sinadya po ba o hindi sinadya? Anong basa ninyo? I mean, sinadya po ba ito para ligawin ang mga investigasyon ng Blue Ribbon Committee, investigasyon ng ICI, ng Ombudsman? Ito po ba'y sinadya sa basa ho ninyo? Bakit nagbigay ho ng mga inconsistent at wrong coordinates? At ngayon lumalabas na may mga hindi naman pala lahat ay ghost project, nagawa din naman pala. Yung pala ilang metro lamang ang layo sa pinuntahan o chinek. Ano hong comment niyo ho dito?
Again, sorry po, Mr. Chair, no, but I cannot speak on behalf of the former secretary on the intention of submitting the MYPS coordinates vis-a-vis the actual location. Kami lang po ay factual that upon inspecting the projects of the 421 ay meron nga pong variance between the MYPS coordinates and the actual coordinates. Now, the reason or rationale for submitting the MYPS, di po namin kaya sagutin, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ho ninyo. Siyempre may mga naiwan pa po dyan ng mga district engineer, yung mga mid-level supervisors. Hindi ho kayo nagtanong-tanong bakit mali yung naibigay na mga coordinates? Did you ask? Did you try to ask?
Mr. Chair, I believe they submitted both MYPS and the actual coordinates. Ngayon po, I think doon na po sa central office na po ang nagdesisyon kung ano po yung kanilang ipapasa, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. I have one last question, Mr. Chair. Then it's okay. I will just give way to my colleagues. Secretary Bonoan, kayo ba, you believe na yung mga binigay ho ninyo na coordinates or yung na mga tao ninyo, sinadya po ito or talagang tanga lang? Ang posible naman ho, pinag-aralan naman ho natin dyan sa civil engineering course, yung mga coordinates po na yan. May mga barkada po ako na mga civil engineer. Pinag-aaralan po, basic po yan sa civil engineering, mga coordinates na yan. Ano nangyari dito, Yusek?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, ang MIPS coordinate is a locational coordinate. Yung coordinates kung nasaan yung ilog, nasaan yung town, nasaan yung province, that is the locational coordinates. Ang difference, Mr. Chair, is actually when the project is going to be contracted out, there is what we call as-stake coordinates, as-stake plans. Depende na po doon sa condition on field condition. Kasi sila na po magdidetermine where the project will be most useful. Doon na po nila ilalagay yung project na yan. So that is actually the as-stake as stake coordinates, which is actually the limits of the contract that will be implemented, Mr. Chair. May I just want one comment lang, Mr. Chair. When I learned about the report that there were actually about 421 potential ghost projects, it's already a mind-boggling information to me. I have never anything about this kind of ghost projects. Kasi if there would be that many ghost projects, I was wondering why would this not been naipaano na ng COA sa departamento? Hindi na ba because yearly, Mr. Chairman, the COA will have to submit to us actually their observation report. And 421 potential ghost projects, as reported, is really a mind-boggling to me. A number of that sort all over the country.
Hindi ako, Secretary Bonoan, maaring maniniwala ho ako kasi kita naman ho natin may sabwatan ho, bilang ilang mga district engineers po ninyo dati at saka mga regional directors and yung mga COA, yung ikang COA na naka-assign po sa inyong tanggapan, nag-uusap-usap po sila. Pero with what you're saying, 420, medyo malaki nga ho yun. Pero sana nga lang po with the new administration, magawan ho kaagad ng paraan ho ito. Ano po? Kasi makapag-isip po ang tao na wala ho nangyayari. Kaya yan ho ang nireklamo ng mga kababayan natin. Wala po nahuhuli, wala pa nakukulong. Yung pala, may problema tayo. Kung hindi pa po na-raise ng Mr. Chair natin na ang problema sa mga wrong coordinates, kaya kailangan i-double check ho natin. Yun ang mahirap. Next time po siguro, before we make statements or comments sa media, sa social media, kesyo ganito, kesyo ganon, we have to verify muna po. Ano po? Kasi pinapaasa po natin ng taong bayan, justice this, huhulihin sa ganito, kakasuhan na sa ganon, hindi pa makasukasuhan, iniisip tuloy mga kababayan natin, baka nagkakaaregluhan na po, may inaayos na, may pinaplansya na, yung pala dapat to, sinabi nyo kaagad na may problema po tayo, inform ninyo ang DOJ, ito pong may mga problema tayo sa wrong coordinates para na-inform ang taong bayan. Because yung mama ho, ang Pangulo, nagsalita na may mahuhuli, si Ombudsman Rimulya, may mahuhuli, may aarestuhin ng mga opisyal. Alam nangyari. Yung pala, ang tingin ko ho, yung problema natin dyan sa mga coordinates na yan. Anyway, Mr. Chair, I'll just reserve my other questions sa second round.
Thank you, Vice Chairman Tulfo. Before I recognize the Senate President,